Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I always say debt ain't my daddy, but it's savings minus debt now. But for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm slowly switching from debt ain't my daddy to savings minus debt because it just makes sense. It's undeniable. All right. So let me get a chance. Let everybody get in here and get in the room while I'm getting set up. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Coming on a little bit later in the morning so I can let those West Coast people wake up and get in and chime in during, because I know us East Coast people are now awake 3 hours earlier. We're already up and our day's going. So I'm getting on a little bit later in the morning so my West Coast people can jump on in. So while I set up, I'm gonna let everybody come in the room. All right. All righty. Welcome, Quentin. Good morning. What's up? Welcome. All right, give some time for everybody to jump in here. All right, because I like to explain it before I get started. Hey, good morning. Welcome. Man, I love this stuff. Love all the people I love my followers, man. I love the stories that I'm getting, the emails, the text messages, the donations. Thank you, man. I don't take it for granted because I always put myself in that situation. What type of person would make me want to donate to them? Somebody that moves me, somebody that's helping me change my life for the better. That's how I do it. So it's the same for me. All right. Today's video is life after debt, taxes, and real estate. Now, for those of you that are new to my channel, my name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see. Good morning, Mark. Yeah, you're welcome anytime, man. Thank you. Hey, Mark, thank you for asking, man. Those are good questions, man. Quick questions, I don't mind asking. I help people financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where everybody lives that believes in credit and debt and believes in financing everything that depreciates, right? And what I do to how I draw people out of the debt matrix is I expose the glitches in the debt matrix. And the glitches in the debt matrix are things that don't make mathematical sense. And if they don't make mathematical sense, they don't make financial sense either. Good morning, Black Knight. Math and money are one. The only thing that can separate math and money are feelings. Okay. All right. It's like and for those of you that don't understand what I mean by that, it's just like saying, how do you feel about 10 plus 10 equaling 20? Does it make you happy, sad, to jump for joy, make you sick at night? No, it's just 20. Now, that's the same thing how you should always feel about your money. Good morning, Tom Petty. Good morning. Seeing you on. Oh, hey, appreciate that, man. Thanks for coming over and letting me know where you came from. I appreciate that. Everybody, a lot of people that come over from O'Shea Duke Jackson and Solo TV 84. Thank you. Okay. Now, today's video is for people that have made the sacrifice to become debt free and get to zero. They understand now that zero is a good thing. Getting your net worth to zero equals freedom, equals financial freedom. You have done what it takes to get from the negative to above zero into the black. So from the red to the black. Now you guys understand the language of debt free. You have come out of the debt matrix from speaking debt all your life, and now you're on the other side. Now you understand money is spoken in two languages, debt and debt free. So those of you that are watching that are in debt, I promise you, you live in the debt matrix and you only speak the language of debt. That's it. You only speak the language of debt. You have no idea the language of debt free even exists. Most people in the debt matrix don't even realize that you can live debt free. They don't even think it's possible. They believe that you're always going to have car payments and be in debt and all this other stuff. That's just a belief. Okay. That's a feeling. All right. Hello, Leroy. Welcome. Sorry. Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for coming over. I much appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know that too, man. Thank you. Thank you. Now, this series, I have a series of videos called Life After Debt. And it's for the, just like I said earlier, it's for the people that have taken and made the sacrifice to get out of debt, have done what it takes, and now are here at zero. Now they're like, now what, Linnell? What do I do now? Now that I'm at zero, now what? All right. So this is for you. Now, what I want people to understand that are in debt or coming in this room, I want you to understand I am going to talk to I'm only going to talk debt free. I'm only going to talk to the people that are debt free. So we speak a whole different language now. Okay. I'm only going to speak debt free. And I will save all the questions towards the end of this video. Okay. And a lot of people, other people want to come in and just get to the meat of the title of this video and then get out. They don't want to stay 2 hours, long, because I'm trying to accommodate both my followers and all of my followers by telling everything up front for the first 20, 30 minutes and then say the end. And then those people that just want to get out, they can just leave. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get started. And then again, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just going to be reading my notes. And then at the end, I will answer any of all financial questions that you may have during this topic. All right. All right. Like I said, the title of this video is called Taxes in Real Estate. I'm only talking to those that are financially free. So I'm only going to be speaking debt free. All right. Now, everyone must pay taxes, but people in the debt matrix not only pay taxes, they finance taxes too. Now, always remember, tax evasion is illegal. Tax avoidance is legal. Now you understand. Don't never finance anything that goes down in value, meaning never again finance anything that depreciates, and you will be financially free for the rest of your life. You are here. You're here now. You're free. You're financially free, but you don't really get it because you've been in a debt matrix all your life. So you're not really grasping it. Okay. It's going to keep coming to you. It's going to be coming to you for years. Okay. It's going to be coming to you for years. But what I want you to understand is that if you never, ever, ever again finance anything that depreciates, you will always be financially free for the rest of your life. You now understand that life is not expensive at all. It just seemed that way when you lived in a debt matrix. Now you're out. You can clearly see that it's not. Life is not expensive at all. Okay. Now remember when you financed the car, right? It was the price of the car plus tax. All right. Now think about this. Now, what you didn't see now, this is what people in the debt matrix do. And you did too, me too. Now that we're out, we don't. But I didn't see this either until I was out of the debt matrix. The price of the car plus tax, right? And imagine those two being put in a box. All right. And then all of a sudden you finance it. And then on top of that box is the percentage rate of whatever your rate is. The majority of people in the debt matrix are paying like 16 to 29.99%, right? So not only are they financing the car, they're financing the taxes too with a percentage rate, like a bow, like a red bow on top of a box of a Christmas present. That 29% spread out over 72 months. Isn't that crazy? They don't know they're doing that. They don't know. People don't even like taxes, right? But imagine all the people they're financing taxes, but they don't know they are. In order for us to remain financially free, the majority of the people in the debt matrix must continue to do that and not know what they're doing. Okay, it's a choice. So if you got family and friends, and you clearly see them doing this, unless they're ready, they cannot hear you because they do not speak debt free. They only speak debt. So they believe it's a feeling. They believe the only way to get a car is to finance it. You must let them be. You cannot say a word or else you won't be their friend anymore because they don't understand what you're saying. Okay. Now remember, when you see them happy about they got a awesome interest rate on the car, a 2.9 or 0% financing, let me tell you something. No one, I mean absolutely no one, gets a financed car on sale. Nobody. The sale price is to trick them, to get them in there. They don't really realize why they're coming in there anyway. They don't realize they're financing a car because they have no money. No, regardless of how they feel about it, you must let them be and agree. Hey, yeah, you're right. Oh, nice leather. Oh, yeah, you got an awesome deal. Whatever. You just play along. Okay. We must fit in. I know it's weird. It's almost like we're aliens, but we are. We're financial aliens now. Okay. Now, imagine this. Now, I started off with a car. Now, imagine this. Imagine a house. Imagine somebody financing a house plus tax spread over 30 years. They're financing the taxes that on the price of a house. Now, when we buy a house, you know, of course, like I said earlier, everybody pays taxes. Okay. Once you understand, you guys are fresh out, you'll start to understand that taxes actually help you build wealth. But I'm not going to get into that right now. We pay the taxes, plus we pay the price of the house and taxes. That's it. But the people in the debt matrix, they pay the house, taxes, and then they finance the taxes. Ooh, woo. Hey, you got to humble. When you see that, humble yourself and remember, we were there. We did it. We didn't see it. Now that we're out of the debt matrix, we understand it's all a choice. It's just math. It's nothing. We're not doing anything fancy. I'm not teaching anything fancy. I'm not some financial guru. I'm not nothing. I'm just using grade school math. That's it. Nothing more than that. Okay. Now remember this too. On top of financing, when they finance the house and finance the taxes, property taxes always damn near go up every single year. So the taxes continue. The price of their house never stops. Once they finance it, they believe, they walk away believing that that's the price they saw on the for sale sign is the price they're paying. No, it's not. That was just to get them in, to make them believe that's how much they paid. So they walk around telling everybody how much oh man, I got a deal. It was only $300,000. No, you didn't. Unless you paid cash. That's the only time you paid $300,000. See what I'm saying? $400,000, whatever the price is. It doesn't matter. Just agree. If you want to continue to have them in your life, you must agree. Get used to this word. Okay. Oh, wow. Great. Okay. Not too sarcastically, because they're going to be like, why are you saying it that? You jealous of me? Because they're going to start thinking you're jealous of them. And that's not what you're meaning. You're not jealous of them. You just can't say anything. Okay. Now I'm looking at my notes here. 1 second. Okay. When you pay off to listen. Okay. Now check this out. Say, for example, you're telling them that you're going to pay your house off, right? Because you're tired of having a mortgage. Now, this is what they usually say. Now, when you pay off a house, listen closely to what people in the debt matrix say. They'll say things like this: you'll never really own your house because of taxes. So if you stop paying your taxes, you're going to find out quickly that you don't own nothing. So paying off your house is pointless, right? They say things like that. You just got to listen. Just let them speak. Don't say nothing. Let them speak. Okay. And when they're done, if people know they would. Okay. Now, when they're done speaking, this is what you say to them. So, because you want to bring them out the debt matrix, but you say things that make things click in their brain. You say like this: once they're done, they're like, hey, you really never going to own it anyway. The government can take it away. You never own it because of taxes. This is what you say. If that's true, if everybody knows they will really never own a house, then why are millions upon millions of people financing them? They're financing something that they'll never own. Why are they doing that? And let the light click on in their head. Okay, just like, yeah, wait a minute, that is true, because what you're saying is true. They can't deny it, because if they deny it, they're going to look like they're crazy or something because they don't trust math. But that's what you're saying. Then why are people financing homes if they're never really going to own them? That doesn't make any sense, right? Now, this is in my opinion, okay? My opinion is based on mathematics, okay? This is how I'm telling you guys these things, so you guys can verify these things yourself with mathematics, okay? In my opinion, here's the reason. No one can make more land except God. Okay. Now, if the government didn't apply taxes, we'd run out of land. We'd run out. People would buy land and just keep it forever, right? If they didn't pay any tax, they would just buy it and keep it forever. 85% of Americans in the US are in debt. Hence, they don't understand how money works. Okay. So if a person, say for example, like this, if a person that understands money pays off a house, okay, sooner or later, that house is going to be passed down to someone that doesn't understand money. It just is what it is. If you mess up, you pay your house off, you're smart with money the whole time, you pay your house off, and then you go to pass it down to your kids or another family member, and they don't understand money, guess what? Most likely they're going to lose it to non-payment of taxes and or refinance it, get the money out of it, because the bank is not going to turn them down. If they're refinancing a paid off house, you better believe a bank is going to take that every day and plus Sunday, right? And then they're going to refinance it, pull the money on. And guess what they're going to do? Go buy some depreciating stuff with it and then forget about the taxes and lose it. And then again, and then so the cycle continues. See how it works? Unless you can pass what I'm teaching you down through generations, you're going to pass it to somebody that doesn't understand money. You're not going to, I know it probably upset you, but you'll be dead. So you won't know anything. You will never know you've been alive. So you really, I know after the fact, but you think like when you're alive, hey man, if I die, I'm gonna pass this, and they waste it, you're gonna be mad. But no, you're not. You're gonna be dead, so you won't know. But I'm just saying in general, okay? All right. Now, taxes are used to create segregation of the classes. And then when I say classes, again, this is just my opinion mathematically, because I could just see it. It just looks obvious to me, right? Taxes are used to segregate the classes, the rich, the middle class, and the poor, okay? If the government wants to increase the value of a certain area, all they got to do is just raise the taxes in that area. That's all they got to do. They raise the taxes in that area. The people in that area that can't afford it, guess what? They got to move. They got to sell, or they're going to go into foreclosure, can't afford the taxes and tax liens and all that stuff. This is how they do it. See what I'm saying? This is how they do it. And only the people that have money or understand money will remain in that area. So simple. So check this out. Here's another thing. I want you guys to focus in on what I'm saying, okay? So imagine this. Taxes are taken out of all of our checks before we get it, taken out of the gross income. Okay. And then whatever's left over is our net income, money after taxes. And then when we go buy the things that we need to survive, housing, electricity, water, taxes are taken out again of our net income. Now, taxes are money that we don't get to keep. We work for it, but we don't get to use a dime of it. Okay. All right. Now, those are the things that keep us alive. But people in the debt matrix, they go further by financing things that depreciate while at the same time financing taxes, again, like I showed you earlier, at a high interest rate. Now, if the people in the debt matrix actually calculated all the stuff they finances, they would really and take out all the money they pay in taxes and then calculate how much they really make an hour. Oh, they'd be upset. They would see they are making peanuts. All because they don't realize they're in the debt matrix. We're out. We take advantage of taxes. Taxes can help you build wealth. Now, listen, when you're outside the debt matrix, you stop thinking about money individually and you start thinking about money collectively. Remember what I said earlier. Tax evasion is illegal. Tax avoidance is not. That is legal. Tax avoidance is legal. So taxes you don't pay, taxes you avoid that the majority pay is money in your pocket. That is called phantom income. Okay. It's only phantom to those in debt, those in the debt matrix. It's mathematically impossible for them to see because they're in debt or take advantage of it. Okay. So now the people in the debt matrix, they work overtime. Like you always hear people bragging on like the social media. Oh yeah, I'm getting that overtime in. Yeah, I'm about to get that fat check. I'm working on the holidays. I'm working on getting double time and a half. That's what they think. That's what they believe. Those are feelings. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. So they work overtime and holidays. They're calculating their hourly wage up, really believing that that is how much they're going to get on that check. Totally forgetting about tax brackets. Don't half the people in debt matrix have no idea what their tax bracket is, have no idea. And taxes are very important in this whole economic structure. Okay. Knowing they've all heard the saying, the more you make, the more they take. Never once stopping realizing, what does that even mean? What's that mean? People say it all the time. Oh, the more they make, the more you make, the more they take. But nobody ever stops to say, hey, yeah, what's that mean? That means you keep going higher up in your tax bracket. The more money you make, the higher in your tax bracket you go. That means more taxes you are about to pay. With each extra dollar, they're just going up, going up, going up, going up. But they still think that double time, they're adding to double they're doubling their hourly wage, thinking they're going to really get that on their check. No, they're not. That's just what they believe. Okay. Now, when it's time to buy, when it's for us, this is only for us. When it's time to buy a house, okay, the market value no longer applies to us. The market value in any area in the United States no longer applies to us. Now, you're probably saying, what do you mean? Why? Because as long as there are people in the debt matrix that believe they are homeowners while having 30-year mortgages, while they're financing taxes on top of taxes, we will be able to live anywhere we want. They believe they're homeowners while having 30-year mortgages, knowing they didn't have the money to buy the house with cash, so they had to go get a bank. The bank said, sure, you can borrow our money, but we're going to hold on to the title until you pay us back. But yet they get the keys and walk out believing they're homeowners. That's their feeling. As long as they keep believing that, we just wait. Now, what I mean by that is this. We wait to buy foreclosures, tax liens, okay? Wait for an economy crash. Like imagine if all of us that are debt-free was debt-free back in 2008, debt-free with cash in the bank, and the crash happened. We could have bought up our whole block for pennies on the dollar for all them homes. Everybody was just abandoning their homes. Oh, I lost it. Who cares? It's the bank. Whatever they're thinking. We don't care how the people in the debt matrix feel about that, okay? We could have just scooped them houses up for pennies on the dollar. It'd be Christmas. So now when this next crash happens, it's going to be Christmas time for us. We can see it coming. Now that you're outside the debt matrix, you can see it coming. It's coming. The majority of people are in the debt matrix in trillions of dollars in student loan debt, trillions of dollars in car loan debt, trillions all in credit. Hey, it's coming. And then when it happens, guess what? It's Christmas time. Okay. You know the difference between people with mortgages. Check it out. Listen to this closely. You know the difference. It's kind of a joke and kind of not, whatever, right? But I think it's funny. You know the difference between people with mortgages and the homeless? The homeless know they're not homeowners. They know they're not homeowners. But people with mortgages, they believe they're homeowners. Whatever they believe. Remember what I said. Math and money are one. The only thing that can separate math and money are feelings. Those are feelings. So if they feel like they're homeowners, whatever, that's just a feeling. Okay. Now check this out. This last one. And I didn't see this until I was financially free. Okay. I lived in Seattle, Washington all my life. I live in South Carolina now, but all my life I lived in Seattle, Washington. Now, let me tell you this. Now that you're out of debt and you're looking to purchase real estate, you pay attention to the big boys. Okay. When look for real estate, you just pay attention to the big players. They give you signs. They give you signs of what's going to be hot. But you must be financially free to see it and notice it. All right. They give you hints. Their hints are usually 10 to 15 years out. Okay. Nothing like within the next 2 years. When the big ones come, they're usually 10 to 15 years out. So I'm going to give you an example. Okay. I lived in the black area in Seattle. Now, two Starbucks were built. Now, there's one, if you're familiar with Seattle, you can look it up. There's a cross street between Martin Luther King Way and Rainier Avenue, right? This was mainly the black area, right? And then one day out of the blue, a Starbucks pops up there. Okay. Now I saw that I was a young man at that time. I was like, why in the hell would they put a Starbucks here? That doesn't even make any sense. Why would they put a Starbucks here? Okay. And then I thought to myself, oh, okay, maybe Starbucks is branching out in the black area so they can, do Starbucks, whatever, right? That's what I was thinking. But it still didn't, in the back of my mind, it still didn't make any sense. Okay. And then further up the road, this area called the CD, the Central District, right? It was mainly black area. Okay. And there was this field that when I was a young kid, I used to ride my bike in this field, right? I used to do jumps and it was just all dirt and dirt hills, right? And then one day a Starbucks pops up there in the middle of the hood. I was like, what? Again, I was baffling me. Why did they put a Starbucks here? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, okay, well, maybe they're saying, hey, we want black people to have coffee too, or whatever, right? But I was mixing my feelings in it. That's a feeling to think like that. It's a feeling. Okay, so first of all, the first Starbucks, 10 to 15 years later, guess what shows up? Seattle gets a light rail. And guess across the street from the Starbucks on the corner down there, guess across the street? The light rail station. They knew that station was coming there. You better believe they knew that station was coming. So if you see a Starbucks pop out of somewhere that it's very odd that it popped up somewhere, pay attention to that. That's a sign. And then the other Starbucks I was telling you guys about, in the middle of the hood, at the top of it, in the middle of a dirt field, right? 10 to 15 years later, guess what? And it's right on a corner up there, okay? The main three corners, guess what? Everything got tore down. Not all high-rise apartment buildings, grocery stores, upscale grocery stores, because you can walk to downtown damn near from that area. That's why they put it there. They knew that stuff was coming there. Now that Starbucks is in the middle of those high-rise buildings. Great. That's all you got to do is pay attention. And the last one, check this out. So you guys pay attention to this. Now in Kent, Washington, all right, there's this area out in Kent. Now, Kent is a suburb of Seattle, about 20, 25 minutes if drive from Seattle, right? There's, in this field, again, in another field, a fancy hotel was built. A nice hotel, not a cheap motel, a nice hotel. I forget the name. Nice hotel. Again, here I am again. Why would they put a hotel here? What? There is nothing even around here. Why would they put it here? It was a little ways from the airport. I mean, not a good distance, okay? I was like, what? And guess what popped up across the street? An Amazon distribution center. Now, if you guys never seen an Amazon distribution center, those things are massive. They are blocks. Pay attention to the big boys. So if you're looking to invest, pay attention to your area and look for the signs where the big boys just pop up and out of nowhere and just put something there. You got to think, why are they putting that there? There's something about to happen. Okay. All right. The end. So that's the end of the topic of the video. All right. So if you came to get the meat, you can leave. If you're debt free, I'm done speaking debt free, you guys. So I'm going back and forth. So those of you that speak debt free, you can stay, leave, and hear the questions. But I'm here to answer all the questions that anybody that speaks debt or been debt in all their life and heard me just say something and didn't make sense. Here's your time to ask. Okay, let me get to the good mornings. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Just email me back. Okay, cool. Yeah, no rush. That's what email's for. When you get back, you get back. That's cool. Worked overtime and realized it wasn't worth it. You know what, Nicole? You're here to see it. Okay. You pay attention to those things. Tevin, good morning. Cosmic Wisdom about the investment properties have the rents pay the mortgage and leverage tax deductions. Oh, okay. That's true. As long as you do it right. Black Knight, if you want to know where the next economic boom is going to be, then attend your city planning meetings each month. You'll see where the government plan. And you're right, Black Knight. You're right. Had I ever done one of that? Have I ever done that in my life? No, no. But I will now when I have the money. Okay. No reason for me to go when I don't have any money. Okay. The talk plans year. Oh, wow. Okay. And you're right. I know you're right, Cosmic Wisdom. I know you're right. Okay. I just never, and they post it. You can see, you can walk in and see. But if you're not, I know this now that I'm financially free and speak debt free, I know to go attend those meetings if I'm going to look wherever, right? I totally get it. You're right. Listen to what Cosmic Wisdom said. That's what you do. That's what you do. Hey, Tom Petty, you ready to get out of the debt matrix? Hey, I'm here. This is the place where you come to do it. Okay. I can help you. Ricky Williams, good morning. I've been doing this for about a year. I jumped back into oh, you know what, Ricky? Let me say it this way. If you truly, truly jumped out the debt matrix the correct way, I'm not saying you did it the wrong way, but the correct way, I tell you what, I will never, ever, ever, I will never even accidentally go back into the debt matrix. I can't. I couldn't. There's no way I could walk into a car lot and sit down and sign some financial papers for a car. I couldn't do that. There's no way. There's no way. I'll ride a skateboard first. I'll get a scooter. I'll ride the bus. Sign mortgage. I mean, not sign car loan papers for like 5 years. Oh no, no sir, not doing any of that. Good morning, Michael. Good morning. Any questions about anything or even what I've talked about today? Okay, this is the floor is you guys. All right, you know I love this stuff. But real did. But real did? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Ricky, but real did. Any other questions? Any other questions? I love this stuff. I want you to, like, I always say this too. Let me tell you this. When you go finance a car, do you ever wonder why they always tell you in months? Because 60 months doesn't sound like 5 years. You don't realize once you sign those papers, you're going to be handcuffed to that car, your job, and the bank for the next 5 years. You set your financial life back 5 years for that depreciating object. Every time you get in there and turn the key and step on the gas, that thing is going down in value for you and up in value for the bank. A car, they always say, a car is not an asset. Yes, it is, just not for you. It's an asset for the bank, not you. See what I'm saying? That's why they finance depreciating things. Banks don't care about things that go down in value because it goes up in value for them, not you. It's crazy. If you got a finance car, if you're paying for gap insurance, you're in a debt matrix. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you will be free. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. Hit that like button. Hit those likes, please. Get those likes up. I appreciate it. Free 30-minute consultation. Email me at savingsminusdebt@gmail.com. Okay. Email me. Let me know and give me a good time that you might want to get on the schedule. I'll put you on the schedule and we get straight into it. Hit those likes. Please get those likes up. Headband Arian. I'm 16,000 in on a car. My dad and the dealer dragged me. Oh man. I'm sorry, Headband. 16,000. Do you know what your interest rate is on that, Headband? Are you upside down in that car? Is it worth 16,000 or is it worth 10? Hyphy, what's up? Rise up, LJ, in chat. 16%. Ooh. 16%. Ooh, how long you been in it? 10 G's on them. Oh, it ain't even my car, Headband, and I feel for you, man. It ain't even my car. Ain't even my car, and I feel for you. You know what? Let me tell you something, Headband. Let me tell you something, okay? Now, when car lots do that or banks do that and finance something that it's only been a year and I had to ask for it. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me tell you something, Headband. I'm not even. If we're, now listen to me mathematically only. Okay, all right. The way I am today, this is just me. This is just my opinion. Take it as you wish, but I only listen to me mathematically. A finance company that would finance that car and put you that deep upside down in the car for a year, they knew what they were doing. They knew you didn't know. Okay, this is what I would do. I would stop making my car payments. It takes about 3 months for them to repossess it. I would take those car payments and I would buy me a $2,000 Honda Accord, something that's going to last me. I'll let them repossess that mug. Take it. Okay. They're going to sell it. Yeah, you're going to owe some money or whatever, right? But you're not going to owe $16,000. Okay, you drive around, you wait till they sell it. They're gonna send you, hey, this is the overcost that we didn't sell it for. Okay, cool. And you got a car, and then you just pay that off and be done with it. Yeah, it's gonna hit your credit, but don't worry about your credit right now. Just worry about them payments. Your dough is gonna be stacking so fast, you ain't even gonna think about your credit. You'll take care of that later. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. Take your feelings out. Oh man, I feel bad. I find that I'm not saying this is you, but a lot of people feel this way. Oh man, I feel bad about letting that. Hey, take your feelings out of it. They knew what they were doing when you signed on the dotted line for that. Then, hey, they knew the risk. This is the risk. Here you go. Take that car. We're gonna repossess it. Take it. I don't care. Take it. Make sure you get a car first. When you stop making the payments, you don't spend the money. You stack your money. Check it out. Stack your money. Take those payments, and then you go buy cash, a cheap Honda from somebody in credit trouble that needs to get off their car because they're in credit trouble for some other reason. It doesn't matter, right? And then they're going to take what you have. You're going to have a good quality car that's going to last you for a few years until you get out of debt. Once you're out of debt, your money is going to stack so fast, you can buy anything you want, any nice car you want. But get out of that car. Get out of it. It sounds like the way you're describing 16,000. I'm assuming you got a 72-month car loan. That's just an assumption. Am I right or wrong, Headband? 72 months. Ooh, and you talking about the Headband? You talking about the $16,000 car as a lemon? Oh, I would let that thing get repossessed. Sorry, I ain't doing none of that. I've been thinking about it all the time, and my dad been telling me help with insurance. I've been in lapse on insurance now. $700. Let that thing go. I did. Now what I was talking to you about, it's not even including the insurance. Are you in that 72 months? 70. Oh. No, I'm joking. Oh man, get out of that. Get out of that car, man. Get out of that car. No, I had lost 2,200 on a limit. Oh, and then I was careless, so I had to deal it. Oh, gotcha. But still, if you talking you 75 months inside of that new car, just think about it this way, okay? 75 months, that's a little over 6 years. You're gonna pay that kind of money for the next 6 years plus insurance. Let that car go. This is just my advice, a suggestion. Take it or leave it. Let that car go. Take the hit on your insurance. Don't care what the people around you. They're gonna say, "Oh, Headband's broke. His car got repossessed. He must ain't got no money." Whatever. Whatever. That's debt matrix speak. Let them speak debt. They don't know why you're doing it. Those people, half those people. Have you seen my article before? I mean, my video before. There's 7 million people right now, 90 days plus behind on their car notes. 7 million. So the 9 times out of 10 that the person that would probably be talking about you, they're probably already behind on the car note. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Oh, I forgot. Oh, thank you for that Cash App. Whoever sent that, I'll look that up. But I forgot. I got my Cash App. I got Cash App now. I'm hip. My Cash App is I guess $savings-minus-debt. $savings-minus-debt. I forgot about that. I just signed up for like 2-3 days ago. And thank you. I don't know if I can see it. But thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, let me see. Headband. They're killing me with the 16. Oof, man. Interest. Love them. Just like you over here. Super thanks. Hey, you welcome, Headband. Right. I'll take it from a debt-free man. Out of the matrix. Hey, Headband. Trust me when I say this. If you've been in debt all your life, you only speak debt. Once you get out of the debt matrix, I promise you, Headband, you're going to be killing the game. You're going to be killing the finance game, and nobody's going to know how you're doing it. They won't even know because they won't understand what you're saying. Like, walk up to somebody like, Headband, do this. Walk up to somebody and say, hey, I saw you got 2 phones. Did you get one free? They're going to turn to you and say, yes. They don't know what they're saying. Nobody gets a cell phone for free. That's not true, but they believe it. And then you go, hey, is that the new iPhone in your hand? Yeah, that's the new iPhone. Yeah. Did you pay cash for it? No. But yet they have it in their hand. They don't know what they're saying. See what I'm saying? They financed something that wasn't even worth the price tag on it. An iPhone is really not worth $1,500. It's just Apple just said it was. Okay. It's not worth, they didn't make that phone for $1,500. I promise you they didn't. But if they can make a bunch of millions of people believe it, they can say it. And you just say, okay, Apple, I believe that it's worth $1,500. I don't have the $1,500, so I'm going to finance it. So I'm going to pay you about $2,000 when I'm done with it. See what I'm saying? It's just a game. No, it doesn't, hey, whatever. Yep. Drive a hoopty and stack your dough. Don't care about what people in the debt matrix think, because when you're done, Headband, I'm telling you, your checks are going to stack so fast. You're going to go when it's time for you to buy the car you want, you're going to buy it for half the price from somebody in the debt matrix in trouble. See what I'm saying? You're never gonna even drive by a car lot. You're never gonna even walk by one. A salesman better not even say a word to you. You'd be like, what? Finance a car? You insane? I'm gonna wait for somebody to buy it off your car lot, get in trouble, and then he's gonna sell it for half the price. No, sir. Headband, someone who's been through repossession, you can bounce back and won't miss it. Exactly. You won't. You won't. Take that repossession. Hey, I know people in the debt matrix will hear repossession. They think, oh, this person's broke. They won't know why you're doing it. Nor does it matter. It doesn't matter what their opinion is, okay? Especially if they're in debt. And anybody saying that to you, Headband, let me tell you something, Headband. Anybody that approaches me with financial advice, anybody, I don't care what they have. I don't care what kind of car they drive. I don't care what kind of clothes they have. You do just like the banks, okay? Let me see your personal credit report. Because you think, it's like imagine somebody you know right now that you believe is rich because of the stuff you see, okay? Imagine, just picture, everybody knows somebody like that, okay? Picture that person. Do you think that person can walk in the bank and say, hey, bank, I want a loan and I want to skip the credit approval process. You see the stuff I'm wearing? You see my watch, bank? You see my car outside, bank? Yeah, let's just skip the credit approval process. You think the bank's going to go, oh yeah, I didn't see that stuff. Okay, yeah, we can skip all. No, they're not, because they don't care about that. The bank understand that means nothing. That means absolutely nothing. Sign on the dotted line. Let's see your credit. Anybody that gives me financial advice, I want to see the personal credit report first. Because you got a ton of people out here talking about, hey, yeah, Linnell, debt free. You don't need to do that. You can take some money and then you can invest it in some real estate and then it'll flip and quadruple and then you get it. Hey, people that say that stuff, that's just a theory. That's a hypothesis. Okay. When they're done, you say, let me see your personal credit report. I'll believe you if I can see that first. If they have student loans that are older than the children, tax troubles, collections, I'm not taking financial advice from a person like that. That makes no sense. CENTS. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope you 30-year-olds, you 20-year-olds, I hope you're listening to me. You guys are closer to grade school than I am, than other people my age. Use the math they taught us all in grade school. Can you still remember your math teacher's name? Yeah, remember that? Remember her name, his or her name. Use that math they taught you on your finances, and you will kill this financial game. You will kill it. And nobody will know how you're doing it. Nobody, even if you told them. You see what I'm saying? Nobody will know. Now, let me explain something to you guys, okay? I have 3 packages I sell, 3, okay? The first one's the intro that's based on your credit report only, right? And then I create you a debt-free plan, how to pay off your debt and become free. The second one is that one plus things outside of your credit report. There's things I identify that you're probably paying more on than what's cell phone, car insurance, cable and internet, you name it, whatever. I identify all those, okay? Credit cards, whatever, right? And then the last one is it includes, of course, it includes the previous 2, but it's to talk to me for a year, because after you're out of the debt matrix, I promise you, you're going to have a ton of questions, because you're not going to be able to ask anybody else, because they're not going to understand you, because they speak debt. You're going to go through some emotions, because you're going to reflect. You're going to start reflecting back at all the things you financed that you didn't know. You're going to be mad at yourself. You're going to go to work and you'll be like, man, I can't believe I've been accepting all this stuff. My boss been talking to me like crap. I've been working through lunch. I've been working all this overtime, not getting paid. You're going to go through all these emotions, but you can't relay those emotions to the people in the debt matrix, because you know what they're going to respond with? Yeah, that's just the way it is. That's what you got to accept. If you want to keep your job and this and that, they're not going to understand what you're saying. That's why I have the third package. You got to be ready and mental and level ready to speak on this level on my third package. You got to be ready. I promise you got to be ready. That my third package is includes a time that you can speak to me every month for a year, because you're going to have questions. I promise you're going to have questions. Things throughout your journey. Let me tell you this. It took me a year to break the 40-hour work week conditioning. It took me a year, because after I was out of it, I was thinking like this: who made up the 40-hour work week? I never questioned. I always thought, okay, 40 hours is 40 hours. Who said it? Who said the work week is 40 hours? Who said it's Monday through Friday? Who said it? People that understand money. That's who said it. So if you're programmed, you just born and then people tell you what to do. Hey, this is what, yeah, you worship the credit gods, you work 40 hours a week and you work at this job for 30 years and then you die. When I hear people say, hey, L, yeah, I've been working 30 years at this plant. So what? Why are you saying that? So what? That's not a good thing. There is no way in hell I want to walk to the same building, sit in the same seat for the next 30 years. No, sir. Not doing none of that. No, sir. You know how much life you're missing? Totally forgetting that time is the most valuable thing on earth. Time. You can't get more. It's obvious. When you're out of the debt matrix, it's obvious. I let nobody waste my time, nor do I waste others' time. I don't do that. They might think I'm an a-hole, whatever. You can't waste my time. I'm going to be dead one day. That's a guarantee. So I'm going to live my life the way I want to live it. You think I'm going to give it away on a finance car? Hell to the no. Since 2007, Black Knight, that's what I'm talking about. I'm in Headband. I'm in Greenville. I got caught up by Verizon too. It's a scam, dog. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. So, hey, check it out. Hey, Headband, I'm on Verizon and I pay $20 a month. You got. And don't feel bad. You just didn't know. That's all. You're in the debt matrix. I get it. See, with Black Knight since 2007 hasn't had a car payment. Hey, Black Knight, can you accidentally fall back into car payments? Accidentally? Can you fall back in the debt matrix? Hell no. There is no accidentally fall back. BK from the Rockies. Oh, yeah, I know. That freedom, too. I haven't paid a car. Hey, BK from the Rockies too. Explain to these people what this type of freedom is like. People's cars, check it out. When you don't have car payments, people's cars don't impress you like that anymore. You don't look at a person with a brand new Escalade and go, "Ooh, man, that guy must be rich. He must got money." Whatever. Now, unless they pulled out the title to that joint, I'll be impressed. If they got a brand new Escalade and they say, here's the title, I will be impressed. But if they're just making car payments, whatever, that's the bank's car. Headband, straight cash. Get a cheap Honda with no financing, or get something like that. Is exactly. But remember, Headband, the majority of the U.S. are in debt. So you look in the paper, look, somebody's selling this car that you want for some unknown reason. All you got to do is let them speak, and they'll start telling you some sob story, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's just debt talk. Okay. You say, hey, I know you want $5,000 for this Honda. I got $4,000. They're going to take it, Headband. They're going to take it. I promise you, they are going to take it. You never pay full price again. Once you're out of debt, Headband, Blue Book value of anything no longer matters to me. I don't care if it's a house, car, anything, nothing. I don't pay full price for nothing. Exactly, Hyphy. Repossession is the most overrated scam ever. Dealership always bank willing to finance people with prior. Exactly. Because they know people that with repossessions and keep financing cars, they're going to be forever stuck in the debt matrix. You better believe banks is going to keep financing them. Believe that. Headband, yes. Get a car, $2,500. You can drive. Okay, Headband. All right, Hyphy. Most people have careers where they get paid 40 hours a week, but they work 50. Exactly, Hyphy. I was that person. Check it out, Hyphy. Most people believe a salaried worker is somehow higher than an hourly worker. That's not true. That is not true. I would be an hourly worker for the rest of my life if I went back to, because I know I'll be getting paid for every hour I work. You work salary? Oh man, no, you don't. You working way more than 40 hours of work a week, baby. Trust that. Trust and believe that. As a kid, I always knew Headband. As a kid, I always knew something was wrong. Life ain't all about paying bills and death. There's more. Exactly. And I want you to pay attention to this, Headband, because I thought the same way when I was younger. The same way. But you almost think you're crazy because there's nobody else that you can talk to ask this question. Because most of the people will turn to you and say, that's not true. You work till you're dead, until you're 65 at a place. Hey, you get this job. That's a good job, man. You won't get fired and this and that. Yeah, you will. It doesn't matter. That's what you don't understand, Headband. That's the people in the debt matrix speaking debt to you. They have no idea that the language of debt free even exists. They believe everybody has debt. Everybody has car payments. Everybody has credit card payments. That is not true. 85% of Americans do, but there's 15% of us that are living life free. You see what Black Knight is saying? See what he's saying? Hell no. Car payments, you got to be insane. Financing a car is one of the worst financial things you can do in your financial life. But yet people in the debt matrix believe it's normal. Oh, it's okay. That's cool. You know, what interest rate you get? Oh, yeah, that's cool. Average car payment's about $500. That's cool. That's cool. How long you get it for? Nobody really talks about the months. They just worried about the low payment. So, hey, Headband, guess what I just found out just a couple weeks ago? There's a 144-month car note you can get. You can get a car loan for 144 months. That's 12 years. 12 years. Naima, welcome. Hello, Naima. Thank you. Hit that like button. Hit those likes. I got my PayPal. And Naima, I think I put my my new Cash App too. If you can post that Cash App for me too, I appreciate it. Quentin, I have not had a car loan in about 5 years. The most I ever paid for a vehicle was $10,000. Exactly. You don't have to pay more than that, Quentin. It counts on what kind of car you want. You know what I'm saying? But any car you want, you're not paying full price for it anyway. You're just gonna buy it from somebody in credit trouble. You was watching what, Headband? Free 30-minute consultation. See that in there? That's email me. Email me a date, time, and your phone number, And so we can get straight into it. 30 minutes. And I want you guys to understand, when we get on that 30-minute phone call, that full 30 minutes is yours to answer any question you want. I don't want you thinking that when you call me, I'm immediately sell you something. Of course, I'm trying to sell you my consultation, but I want you to understand that full 30 minutes, you ask any question you want. No question. Let me make sure this is clear. No question is a dumb question. Don't feel bad about the mistakes you've made financially. This is the safe zone. This is the safe zone. This is where you can come and ask, hey, Linnell, I don't know what depreciation means. Hey, Linnell, I don't know what tax evasion is. Hey, Linnell, I don't know what tax avoidance is. What's the difference? I thought they were the same. This is the place you can come to, okay? I don't want the majority of the people in the debt matrix will make you feel dumb for not knowing something when they don't even know themselves. They've just been told by other people in the debt matrix, okay? This is the place. This channel is different like any others on YouTube. And I'm just using fifth grade math. If you're in your 20s and 30s, listen to me closely. People my age, yeah, some will, but they're so set in their ways, they probably won't. But if you're my age right now, I mean, if you're your 20s and 30s, listen to me. If you want to be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire by the time you're my age, if you stop right now, if you never again finance anything that depreciates, depreciate means anything that goes down in value, you will be rich. It's that simple. You want to know the other clues? I'm going to give you guys some other clues. Trillions in credit card debt. Don't get a credit card. Trillions in car loan debt. Never finance a car. Trillions in student loan debt. If you have a student loan, you do whatever it takes to pay it off. I'm not saying not get a student loan. Okay, let me make sure you guys understand this straight. I'm not saying getting a student loan. First decide, don't be going into college guessing, oh, I'm gonna try this. Figure out, look around, see what's hot, see what's going on hot, right? Just get something you like. Okay, that's hot today. Get a college degree in that. Then when you get out of school, get your degree, you don't buy nothing. You stay as a college student until you pay off every cent of your student loan debt. That alone, if you pay off your student loan debt right away out of college, guess what? That immediately catapults you financially ahead of the 44 million people that have not. Did you see what I just did there? If you pay your student loan debt off right out of college, right when you land that excellent job and you pay that off, your paid off student loan will place you financially ahead of the 44 million people that have not paid off their student loans. People have student loans that are older than their children. Their grandparents are still paying on their student loans. There are senior citizens still paying on their student loans. Don't let that be you. Headband, I made some mistakes in college. Dad pulled me out. I'm so grateful though, because exactly. That's okay, man. That's okay. You're young. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Get to zero. I promise you, Headband, you get your finances to zero, you'll know exactly what to do in your life. You'll know. Trust me, you will. Everything. Debt is noise. Once you remove all that debt noise and people, because you won't be, once you're out of debt, the noise is gone and you're definitely not going to be listening to people in the debt matrix anymore. That's going to be gone too. Our car, speaking about cars, I have learned that a new car dealership, the salesperson wants to deal with cash buyers because they want, they want you to finance, right? Our car, I wouldn't even, unless I was buying a brand new car, I wouldn't even step foot on a car lot. I wouldn't even do it. Hey, I'm gonna email you as soon as I can set up a time. I'm trying to be like you, but young. Exactly, Headband. Hey, the sooner the better. The sooner the better. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Naima, for putting that up there so you can see it. Got my Cash App up, and I see a couple of donations, and I will look and see. Oh, that's okay. That's so low. Okay, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, brother. Man, I want to be back on your show, man. Erica, hello. Leroy, I buy used cars for cash. I'm from the Caribbean, came here to live, not to be in debt. Exactly. And you know what? You know what's so funny? Usually the foreigners, people out from the country, they come in, they go straight to cash. They don't do like the Americans. They don't come here and try to live the American dream, right? Not The American dream, in order to live the American dream, you must remain asleep. People in the debt matrix are asleep. They think they're living the American dream, yeah, while they're asleep. Once you wake up, you'll be like, oh, that is a dream. I'm not doing that. Headband, my friend tried to get me in that. Hell no. I knew that one thing nobody could fool. Get you in what? Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Get those likes up. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to reach out to me. Okay. Nice, sir. Hello. I've been seeing you out there. Appreciate your support. I appreciate that. You see, I saw a nicer. Did you see what Chiz Player said in the under the video with Solo? Or was that Solo? I believe that was Solo TV. Anyway, he clearly, Chiz Players clearly speaks debt free now. He clearly speaks debt free. He explained that perfectly. Oh yeah, credit cards. Now, Headband, I do have one credit card. Okay, I do, but I explain that once you're out of debt. Like, if you want to see what my credit report looked like, Headbands, go to my Facebook/debt ain't my daddy. Facebook/debt ain't my daddy. I post my full entire credit report every single month. Okay, so you can see it. And then when you see it, Headband, this is what I want you to think to yourself. How come nobody else posts their entire credit report? How come they only post their credit score? Notice that, Headband? People talk about the credit score, but they never post their entire credit report. There's a reason for that. Because the majority of people with high credit scores are deep in debt. That's just credit scores are just indicators. A high credit score means you pay back the bank's money on time. A low credit score means you don't. You know, that's other than that, I don't know anything unless I see the entire credit report. Okay. He broke it all down. I love the way he did that. Nice. I love that, how he did that. That was awesome, man. That was awesome. That was awesome. Erica, do you know the process of buying foreclosed? I do not, Erica, but just Google that information. Like, Erica, I'm the person that you see before seeing a financial advisor. This is, for those of you that are new to the room, this is the type of financial consultant. Man, I'll be my brain, right? I'm the type of financial consultant you see before seeing the professionals. Before you go see the tax person, before you go see the investor, before you go see the real estate broker, before you invest in your retirement, so on and so on. I am the person you see before going to see the professionals. I create the foundation for you. So when you go see the professionals, you can determine if they at least know the basics, the foundation. Because if they don't know the foundation, you got to think to yourself, how come they're the professional? How come they don't know at least the basics? That's a clue. If they don't know the basics, that's a clue. Okay. I just got my FICO credit pool yesterday. I just got my FICO credits report pool yesterday. Cosmic Wisdom said that. What should we have ready to make the session with? What I want you to do, Cosmic Wisdom, I want you to do is just write a brief overview of your financial situation. Don't worry about pulling your credit score and all that stuff. Don't worry about that. I want to hear your financial situation, because that helps me of which of the 3 packages I'm going to offer you. Okay, that's what tells me. It tells me where you're at. I listen to you the way you speak. And then once I hear you, I'll say, you should buy this one, or you should buy that one. Now, my last package it's a different, though it's monetarily, it's about money, but it's also the emotional part with it. You got to be able to, because you're going to need somebody to talk to. Once you're out of the debt matrix, you're going to need somebody to ask certain type of questions. The best way I can describe it to you, you're going to start to see things that you couldn't see when you're in the debt matrix. You're going to see things outside the debt matrix, and you're going to have a lot of questions. But there's not too many people to ask, since the majority of people are in debt. So they're not going to understand the question that you're going to be asking. You'll be like, hey, that's that package. And what that package includes is a year of talking to me each and every month. Okay. You have a certain time slot to talk to me each and every month for a year. Okay. But that's the best way I can describe it right now. So just like I said, Cosmic Wisdom, give me just a brief, not too detailed, just a brief overview of your financial situation. And then I'm going to hear you, and then we can talk. And I say, okay, I offer you this. All right. So don't worry about pulling your credit score right now. That's not really important. I just want to hear where you're at and stuff like that. Okay. Any other questions? These are really good questions. Thank you, Naima, for your help. I really do appreciate that. Sorry, I'm just looking at some things. Everybody, you know what's crazy though? I am reaching a lot of late 20s, early 30s. Because I tell you like this. Yeah, that's my email at gmail.com. Yep. I have two of them, but I'm slowly switching from that ain't my daddy at gmail.com. Both of them will reach me, headband, but I'm slowly switching to SavingsMinusDebt, okay, at Gmail. I'm reaching the late 20s, early 30s, man. That feels really awesome because I'm telling you guys, man, if you hear what I'm saying, and because you guys, I know you believe you have a lot of debt right now, but it's not a lot. Trust me, when you're younger like that, it's not really a lot of debt. Okay. You get out of debt right now, you will be free for the rest of your life. But I'm going to tell you something. Okay. It's a double-edged sword. It is a double-edged sword. This is why, because now when you go to get with somebody in a relationship and you start to take them serious, if you're not in debt and they are in debt and they don't know they're in debt or they don't care about being in debt, that is going to be a very big problem for you. Because you're going to know what financial freedom feels like. And if they're in debt, they're going to be talking about their debt problems. Oh, my bills are short. Man, I got to hurry up and get this check. I got to deposit this money and blah, blah, blah. You're going to get so tired of hearing that. And then if you turn to them and say, hey, you know what? I can help you get out of that. You just do this and that. And if they don't hear you and then like, screw that, I'm not doing that. You're going to be like, yeah, we can only be friends. They're going to be like, well, why? Why we can only be friends? Because you're in debt. And you don't know you're in debt and you're accepting of being a slave. You turn to them. If they don't get it, you say, because you're a slave and you don't know you're a slave. And if you don't wake up, you're going to be a slave all your life. And you're going to be like, and I can't be with a slave. I can't be with a slave. Sorry. Soak it up, headband. Man, 24, let me tell you something, headband. If I knew this at 24, check it out. Check this out, young people. Check this out. I want you to listen to me closely. A lot of young people are into that, trying to make that fast money. I want to show you something. It doesn't matter when you're in the debt matrix. Do you know anybody out there selling illegal drugs, making car payments? Here's a person, here are people selling drugs, not even paying taxes, right? Not even paying taxes. And they're making car payments. Their phones are financed. This should tell you that it doesn't matter the amount of money you make. It doesn't matter. They're in a debt matrix. They're taking more of a risk than anything. They don't even know it. They're risking the time. Forget the jail time. They're risking the time in their life. I mean, don't forget the jail time, but the jail time is taking away the time in their life, the most valuable thing on earth, but yet they're chasing the money. And they're making car payments while they're selling drugs. They're not even working. They're not even paying taxes. And they're selling drugs and they're still making car payments. That should tell you that it doesn't matter to how much money you make. They're killing it. They're making more money than they ever will having a job, and they're still making car payments. Does that make sense to you? CENTS? See what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how much money a person makes. It doesn't matter. You're gonna leave him or her. You're gonna leave them. You won't be cosmic wisdom. I can't tolerate people in debt. I can't that debt talk or they people in debt. They check this out, okay, people, my followers. Please do this when you go to Facebook or Instagram. When somebody posts something about being in debt, I want you to see how many people jump on that bandwagon. They start talking about how in debt they are. Oh, that ain't nothing, man. I'm so broke. They love telling people how broke they are, how much debt they're in. They enjoy doing it. It doesn't make any sense, but yet they do it. Oh man, I'm so broke. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, but they're not. You, hey, didn't say, hey, you want to change that? No, I ain't trying to hear all that. It doesn't make any sense. Playing the debt Olympics. Nicer says. Thank you, Lemon for life. I appreciate that. I want people to understand how serious this is, right? When you're financially free, like you see people, check it out. Once you're out of debt, you'll see how life is cheap. Life is really not that expensive. It just seems that way when you're in debt. But then when this is the catch. This is what really opened my eyes, okay? This is part of the third package. I want you guys to see something. When you see how cheap life is, and then all of a sudden you see what people will do over a couple $100 for somebody from somebody, they'll beat somebody up, rob them, probably even kill them for $500. $500. Once you're out of the debt matrix and you see how little $500 is, you're gonna be like, that should show you how deep in the debt matrix people are. They're so desperate they will hurt another person for $500. Once you're out of the debt matrix, you see $500 is nothing. That's not, $500. That's nothing. But to other people, you better believe it's a lot of money. It says, Gabrielle, what happens if you're financially free but homeless? Figure out why you're homeless. I guess. I mean, there's a reason why you're homeless. There's Gabrielle. There's many. Money's not the only thing that people people reason why they're homeless, right? That's not. But money is a big part of it because if you check it out, Gabrielle, if you watch the news, you would swear every homeless person's on the street because they're on drugs. The news will have you believe that. They will not say, hey, there's people on the streets with college degrees. There's people on the street that once had a big house, nice car, all this other stuff, but you believe that they started smoking drugs and they lost everything. Nuh-uh, that's not true. That's not true. Where did that come across my screen? What's that? Oh, okay. That's not true. You think that there's people on the streets with student loan debt. Naima, Linnell, I was talking to my ex and he said that rich people lease vehicles because it's beneficial to them because they are business owners. Can you tell? That is true, Naima. That is true. But I want you to listen to what the words he's saying. They're leasing the car under their business name. Okay. For their business. So if they're leasing a car and that car is listed under their business, that is true. But people in the debt matrix confuse the two. They hear because they hear differently. They hear, oh, he did it and he's in business. So they go and lease a car under their own name, thinking they're doing something the same as the business person. They're not because they hear differently. Now, if that car is under their business name and they're leasing the car, that is exactly true. That is correct. Financing a car under the business is cool. That's why I always make sure, check it out, Naeem. This is why I always reiterate, I'm only talking about personal finances because I don't want people confusing the two. I'm glad that's a very good question so I can distinctly tell the difference. But when you hear people out there in the debt matrix, they interchange the two a lot. And if you're in the debt matrix, you don't really know they're interchanging the two. And I'm going to give you guys some advice on how to tell the people that are faking versus people that really understand money. Okay. And I'm going to give you some questions how to ask them without them knowing why you're asking. Okay. When you hear somebody that sounds like they're really smart about money, this is what you turn to them and say, hey, what's your tax bracket? What tax bracket are you in? If they don't know the answer, that's a hint. Because people that understand their money, they know exactly what tax bracket they're in. They know exactly because taxes are very important. You got to understand the tax game. Because the game of when you're outside the debt matrix, let me give you guys a hint. When you're outside the debt matrix, the game is to pay less in taxes. That's always the game. That's always the game. You pay less in taxes. The taxes you avoid that the majority pay is money in our pockets. Let me say that slowly. The taxes we avoid that the majority pay is money in our pockets. So if you're in debt, they pay the highest in taxes. They do in their tax bracket. Headband, I was working at a PetSmart with a 50-year-old man with a master's degree. I was 20. Exactly. I'm glad you can see that. He went to school all those years to have a master's to work at PetSmart. What kind of what's his master's in? That's what I would ask. What is your master's in, and how much debt are you in? I mean, I wouldn't ask that, but see the connection? Nicer. You can pass someone on the street and not even know they're homeless. Just save up till you got enough for 2 months rent, and it's good to know that you don't have debt. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Nicer's right. I'm telling you, debt freedom. Check it out. Headband. Being financially free, you can work where you want to work. So say like I just wanted to get out the house just to meet people. I can go be a Walmart greeter. Now, people that know me, that know I'm financially free, they know that I'm there because I just choosing to be there, not because I have to be there. But people in the debt matrix that know me, they'd be like, oh, look, Linnell, he's down on his luck. He's working at Walmart as a greeter. That's what you think, person in the debt matrix. As they laugh and go out in their finance Cadillac Escalade and drive off, thinking they're driving off in their car. They're driving off in the bank's car, but they don't know that. Nice, sir. I read The Secret Millionaire. And the author said most of the millionaires they interviewed drive a Buick or Oldsmobile and shop at JCPenney's. Exactly. It's not, you know what? This is what I've learned, Nicer. Everything is a thing. Okay, everything is a thing. I couldn't bring myself to paying the price of red bottom shoes. There's no way. Or what's those shoes called by those tennis shoes by the rapper Yamis? They begin with a Y. They're like $300, $400, $600 tennis shoes. Those things man, are you crazy? I couldn't spend that kind of money on some shoes. I couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. It doesn't make any sense. Those shoes didn't really cost that much to make, but yet now I don't mix my feelings with business, okay? The makers of those shoes convinced people that the shoes are worth that much money. That's all it takes. All you got to do is make people believe it. Get a couple stars, pay a couple stars to wear them, and then the people in the debt matrix believe it, and then they start buying them. That's it. That's how it works. He was a teacher, Headband. He was a teacher and did social work for orphans. And mind you, Headband, I don't know. I'm not going to say that he didn't know. I would have to hear him speak, okay? If I hear him speak, he might be doing something that he's choosing to do. Because when you're financially free, you own your time, so you can use it how you wish. You can work at places. You can work at McDonald's. Hey, maybe it's your dream to be a manager at McDonald's. Do that. You can do anything, especially at 24. Headband, 24 and financially free. You try everything you want. You can just try it. Just try it. You're free. You got the money to do it. You can just do it. Gabrielle, if everybody became debt free, the whole system would break. That's never going to happen. Don't worry about that. That's never going to happen. The whole system would break. If everybody knew what I was telling you, the whole system would break. But remember, I'm speaking debt free. So if you send my video, send a link to my videos to somebody a lot of people, half of them are not going to understand what I'm saying. They're going to think I'm crazy. Who is he? He doesn't know what he's talking about. Everybody finances cars. Everybody finances phones. They're not going to understand what you're saying. Do it, Gabrielle. Send it to people you believe or think is going to hear it. I want you to wait and hear their response. With you knowing that I'm using just basic math, and then when they come back with their responses, I want you to think to yourself, how come they're thinking like that when it's just math? The math is right. Linnell is speaking right. The math is right. How come they don't believe it? Because they're in the debt matrix. They only speak debt. Money spoken in 2 languages, debt and debt free. I promise you. Nicer, that's ridiculous. Even Jordan's cost. Yeah, Jordan's cost too much too. Hey, and Nicer, guess what? Back in the day, I paid the price for Jordan. Still got them in my closet right now. Paid the top price for them, so everybody could see. Everybody could see that I paid top price for the Jordans. While Michael Jordan's saying, "Thank you." I'm not hating on Jordan. Hey, do that. Headband. Nah, all he would do is complain. Okay, if he's complaining about money, he's in debt. Because check it out, Headband. Let me tell you something, man. Now that ever since I've been financially free for about 6-7 years or 6-5, I don't know, one of those. Anyway, once I became financially free, guess what? I don't even think about money. Don't even think about it. I don't even think about money. Did you hear what I said? Headband, did you hear me? I don't even think about money. And no, I'm not rich. I'm financially free. Financial freedom means my finances are above zero. Okay. So once you're financially free, people in the debt matrix like to say, "Hey, how much are you worth?" The only thing you respond with is this: "My finances are in the black." That's all you need to know. Because their finances are not. You just say, don't tell them a number. You say, my finances are in the black. That's all you need to know. Period. Done. Exactly. Our cart. Check it out, man. We need people in debt. That's how it's fueled. Debt fuels the economy. That's how it's fueled. I mean, I respect it. I respect the system. I respected our carp. Somebody designed the system, a family, a person, somebody designed it. And I promise you, it's not in books. No books that I know of. Black American Television News and Information. What's up? Hello. How you doing? Oh, Trina, welcome. Hey, okay. Welcome. Ouch. Welcome, welcome. Oh, okay. That's your other name. Okay, cool. Welcome. Welcome to I'm glad you can make it into the live session. Shopping is a drug. Nicer, shopping is a drug. Some people, especially Black Friday. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Nicer. All I got to do is say sale, and it's business. They make people feel as if they're gonna miss something if they miss this sale. They're gonna miss something if they don't buy it now. They don't know they're going deeper in debt. They don't need it. They just want it. It's just business. Nicer, once you come out here and create your own business or whatever, right? You just learn from the big boys. That's it. How to do that? When you're watching TV, every TV commercial that comes on, Nicer, put it on mute. And then you'll see how they're doing it. Put every commercial on mute that you see, and then you'll know exactly how to do it. Okay? It's that simple. Yeah, money isn't real anyway. Fiat currency. I dream to travel the world in small, safe house and small. Hey, check it out. Headband. I'm gonna give you an example of. I'm gonna make it simple. I'm gonna make it more simple for you about how money is not real. Money is not real for only those in debt. Okay. I'm gonna simplify it. This is the channel you come to, Headband. I'm gonna simplify this for you. Okay. Imagine if you had $50,000 in debt, Headband, and you had $1,000 cash in your pocket, $1,000. Now, according to math, in my master mathematical formula, savings minus debt equals how much money you have. So 1,000 minus 50,000 is negative $49,000. So that $1,000 you see in your hand that you're physically touching doesn't exist. According to math says, hey, Headband, that $1,000 is really not there. You just believe it's there. So you don't even have to complicate things with, oh, the fiat currency, this and that, and the euro is this. Don't do any of that. You just go for yourself. You go, add up all my savings, add up all my debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money I have in real life. If that is in the negative, the money you have in your pocket is not there. It's not real. See how simple I just did that? See how I did that? See how simple that was? That's simple. ATL, Linnell, debt-free is a great feeling. It sure is. I've been free 15 years. Wow. Oh, you got me beat, ATL, by a long shot. I just woke up at age 40. ATL, I never knew this existed. I never knew people like you were walking around on earth watching me look like a talking debt. thinking I was doing something. I never knew you people existed. I never knew you aliens existed. You guys kept quiet, just like I'm keeping quiet right now, ATL. I just stay quiet. You can't. Now I understand, ATL. You can't say nothing. I'll be deemed crazy. When I first started doing this, you guys, I started doing it on my Facebook, right? The majority of my people on my Facebook thought I was nuts. Oh, who's Linnell? What's he talking about? That's not true. All these arguments and stuff like that. I was like, why am I arguing with people when I know my math is right? Let me get off that platform. Let me just get to YouTube so I can reach the freaking world. You know, Facebook is just a container. People just like to yip yap and talk. I go there and I'll get a few people out of Facebook. Don't get me wrong, but the majority is YouTube. Thank you, Nicer. Michael Watley. Hey, Linnell, I have a friend filing Chapter 13. Is that a good idea? Because I wanted to. No. If he can, check it out, Michael. If he can get a Chapter 7, please tell him to get a Chapter 7, please. Check it out. The Chapter 13s are for people that want to keep their depreciating stuff they don't even own. They say things like this, Michael. Oh man, I get to keep my car. I get to keep my house. They're saying all these things, the stuff they don't even own. Check it out. This is what's even worse about Chapter 13. Here, people are in finance trouble because they couldn't keep up with their payments or make their payments on time, but somehow they're going to do it with a Chapter 13 5-year plan. 67% failure rate on Chapter 13s. 67. And what he doesn't know, Michael, while he's in Chapter 13, everything that's inside the Chapter 13 keeps accruing interest. So if he messes up and gets kicked out of the program, guess what? His bills all come back, plus they're going to be more. Don't tell him to get a Chapter 7 if he can, because I guarantee you this. If you've been, I bet the majority of people have been offered a Chapter 7, but they say, hey, if you get a Chapter 7, you lose everything. The person in Debt Matrix says, ooh, I don't want to lose everything. What's my next option? They say Chapter 13, and then they go for Chapter 13. That's the biggest mistake ever. Chapter 7 will set you free immediately. Gabrielle, the bank started all this back in the. Yes, I respect the banks, Gabrielle. Respect them. I respect them fully. You see the big buildings they have downtown Seattle? I mean, not down, just downtown in any kind of city. Big buildings, nice foyers. They're just, don't walk in, don't be like people in the debt matrix thinking big banks are big, bad, and evil. No, once you're financially free, this is what I see when I see big banks. They're saying to me, Linnell, look at all this money we're making. Look, do you want some of this money? All you got to do is learn how to speak the language. You can have some of this money. We're just spending it on stuff. We're just buying gold leaf roofs and putting paintings on it, fancy furniture. There's so much money. All you got to do is learn how to speak the language. Stop thinking they're big, bad, and evil. Please don't do that. ATL. I try to teach people, but they won't listen. I gave up still mentioning debt free from time. Hey, ATL, this is why I came on this channel, ATL. I'm reaching the people just like Headband said. He knew something was wrong, but he couldn't put his finger on it. I lived like that for years. I was like, damn, there's something wrong. I know it's just not keep climbing the corporate ladder and then I finally get enough money and then I can be free. I knew but I couldn't put my finger on it. Into another bank. Headband, I'm going to slowly chipping my savings money into another bank account. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Headband. Let's see. Black America. Is it too much talking on Facebook? I don't really talk that much on Facebook. I just post. I post my links to my videos, and then I post a lot of memes on my Instagram SavingsMinusDebt, and that's what I do. That's all I do. I don't really get on there and make videos and stuff like that. They're not really, people on Facebook, they're not really trying to hear that. They're really trying to just share experiences. And Facebook, when I'm on Facebook and I see somebody finance a new car because they just got a promotion, and then you see all the people jump on the bandwagon, oh, congratulations, great. I don't say anything, but I want to say, you just set yourself back like 5 years, 6 years. Most people when they finance a car, they're financing for like 72 months, 84 months. You just set yourself back for 6 years and everybody's congratulating you on that? Sorry, but I don't say nothing. It's none of my business. Trina B, thanks to you, I'm not getting a new car. Great, Trina B. You get a car that's new to you with cash. Whatever car that you can buy with cash, that car's new to you, and that's all that matters, okay? I appreciate you telling me that, though. Thank you. I'm glad I could stop you from committing financial suicide. Hyphy, I can't talk to people. Most only judge you by your possessions. I just live debt-free, and I'd someone comes asking for info, I'll give. Yeah, if they come to me, Hyphy, they come to me. I've learned this, okay, by starting this business. I give people pieces, okay? I don't go too deep because I remember I was so hyped up. It was like, you know, when people find religion, I was just that happy about it when I found debt free. Hey man, I got the answer how to become a millionaire. Just stop financing things that depreciate. And I was sitting there talking to people like 30 minutes, and then a week later I would ask, hey man, did you try to do this and that? They'd be like, oh no, man, I ain't even got to it, man. I just been busy. And I would get mad at myself for wasting my time on that person. I would just give something to give. I always give them information to where they have to do something, a small bit. They have to go do something. Hey, hey man, I'm trying to cut down on my phone bill, man. How do I do that? Oh yeah, just go here, just straight talk or whatever, right? And I leave it because it really didn't cost me anything. I just direct them. And then the next time I see him, hey man, did you go check it? Oh no, man, I haven't got around to that. Oh, okay, cool. All right, yeah. Hey man, just do it when you want to do it. That's all I do. Just do it when you want to do it. Whatever. Right? I didn't waste no time. But if they want my time, oh yeah, you got to pay me. That way, if you don't do it, that's on you. You spent your money, you didn't use it. I gave you the information on how to do it, and you didn't use it. Hey, that's on you. Okay. Don't forget to hit those likes, please. Hit the like button. Appreciate it. Headband, like take a piece of my check every week into savings account. Okay, check this out. Headband, listen to me closely. Listen to my master mathematical formula. Add up all your savings. Add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. Now you take whatever that number is, you take money from that number and you put it in your savings. Okay. Now you tell me how much you actually put in your savings. You tell me, Headband. How much you putting in your savings? A little piece of what? You tell me how much. You add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. Now you take money from that number and you put that in your savings. You tell me how much you're putting in your savings, and I'll agree with you. Okay. Gabrielle, my uncle has a degree in marketing and is in debt. There's Gabrielle, there are accountants in debt. They go and balance the books of businesses, but they don't balance their own finances. That's why it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how much money you make. They speak debt. It doesn't matter. See what I'm saying? This is what I want you guys to see, because I don't want you guys to be impressed by people's job titles. If they're a banker, if they're a lawyer, if they're a doctor, if they're an accountant, if they're an IRS agent, it doesn't matter what their title is. What I'm teaching you guys doesn't matter. They speak debt. They live in a debt matrix. It doesn't matter. Gosh, I have no, Tom Petty, gosh, I have no savings and I'm in debt. I'm screwed. You're not screwed. That's a feeling, Tom. You feel like that. You can get out of it. I can help you out of it. I'm telling you, I can give you the answer. You just got to believe it. I can prove everything I'm saying to you, Tom, with mathematics. And I could say, Tom, you follow this plan that I created for you with math. See, the numbers will add up. You can use your own calculator, Tom, so you don't think I'm fooling you. You know, I don't want you to, hey, look at the shiny thing, Tom. Look at the shiny thing as I'm digging in your pocket. You know, no. I'm going to let you use your own math and your own calculator, and then you just follow the plan and you'll be free. That's it. I'm not doing anything fancy, nothing. And then you'll change, you'll get out of that, and then you'll come back to see the statement that you made in this room said, I was screwed. I really believed I was screwed. No, you're not. You can get out. You're choosing to not believe your own math. That's it. Nothing more than that. I promise you. Headband, I haven't been saving money, check to check, especially with the bills. Exactly. Millions of Americans live like you right now. My age, Headband, 50. I'm going off 50 in December. You want to be living paycheck to paycheck at 50 and you are half my age? You're half my age. And if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to be doing the same thing you're doing now, Headband, at my age. And you're half my age. Check it out. Headband, listen to me, okay? Now, you're 24, right? You look at 50 as probably old, okay? What you're forgetting, you are new to earth. You're brand new. I've been here 25 years before you have. So don't look at me as old. Look at you as young. You're brand new to earth. You didn't exist 25 years ago, okay? I've been here. So now I'm saying to you, Headband, hey, check it out. I know you're new, okay? Let me show you a couple things. Let me get you around a couple hurdles, because when I was 24, I did this wrong. Don't do that wrong, okay? You do this, and you'll be a millionaire by the time you're my age, just like that. Okay, don't look at older, knowledgeable people. Okay, not everybody my age knows what I'm saying, but what I'm telling you, and everything I'm telling you, I'm proving with math. Okay, I'm not just talking. I'm not just saying something to you, Headband. I'm saying with you with math. Okay, just like I simplified. Hey, I'm gonna put something in savings. If your finances are in the negative, you're not saving anything. You just believe you are. Okay, that's a feeling. Okay. Tom Petty saying very true. Okay, I'm willing to accept those answers. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it, man. All you got to do is reach out and schedule a consultation with me, man. I'll help you. I'll send you on your way. I'll create the plan for you to help you skip a lot of hurdles. I'm always willing to accept guidance from. Hey, when you're ready, that's what I tell. When you're ready to reach out to me, no rush. When you call me, schedule that appointment, that whole 30 minutes is yours. You ask me any question you like, and I promise you, I will give you an answer, a mathematical response that will make sense to you. Okay, you're gonna resist it. Okay, it's gonna be like, hey, yeah, I know it's right, but that's the debt matrix conditioning that you're fighting with. That's the glitch in the debt matrix. Okay. That's the glitch. You got to think to yourself, when you're fighting something, you're resisting something I'm saying, but the math is right. You got to go, that's the clue to get you out of debt matrix. I know he's right because his math is right. I checked on my own calculator. How come I don't believe it? Because your mind is still in the debt matrix. That's the glitch. Gabrielle, so then you recommend people don't go to college to be, no, I don't, no, Gabrielle, I don't recommend that. Like, check it out. Do I want to go to a doctor that didn't go to college? No, I wouldn't trust a doctor that didn't go to college. I would not trust. Hey, yeah, I'm a doctor, but I didn't go to college. I would say, then you're not working on me. No, I say like this, Gabrielle, go to college, get student loans. But once you graduate and land that job that you went to college for, you continue to live as a college student until every single penny of that debt is paid off. After it's paid off, and then you go buy your stuff that you want to buy, and you don't finance it, you pay cash for it. Pay your student loans off right when you land that good job that you went to college for. That's all I'm saying. College loans have a purpose. They have a purpose. They're good if you know how to use them, especially if you didn't have no money. Okay, that's okay. That's cool. But pay those student loans off. Understand, when you get that college money, it's not free money. I know it seems like that. For those of you that don't know, that but use that college money on everything but school, you got to realize, why is that money so easy? Why? Because you will be a slave until you pay every single penny back. You'll be a slave. Tom Petty, this may be TMI, but I'm a front person. I was saving pretty well and caught up on my bills, and then child support jumped up $450 a month, messed me up. That's one of those things that is what it is. Okay. That is what it is. I had child support for years. But check it out, Tom Petty. Let me tell you something, okay? And I was making 160, so I'm gonna let you imagine how much I was paying, okay? But check this out, Tom Petty. If I was financially free, child support wouldn't have been nothing. I would have paid a year in advance had I been debt free, just so I wouldn't have to even deal with that. I got in a relationship, had a child, blah, blah, blah. Debt, child support was just part of it. But had I been financially free, Tom, child support wouldn't have been nothing. I'm going to give you some information, Tom. I'm going to tell you what I was paying for one child. $1,100 a month. And that didn't even include the outside activities. 1,100 because of the money I was making. But had I been financially free, Tom, that wouldn't have been nothing. That was only little over $12,000 a year. That would have been nothing. 1,300, 1,100, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Headband, man, appreciate the truth, and we'll be talking to. Hey, headband, sooner than later. I will free you early. The first thing I'm gonna tell you to do, headband, I'm gonna just tell you straight up. I would let that $16,000 car get repossessed, but I would get me a nice Toyota, Honda, something that's going to last you through till you get out of debt. You're 24. You don't really got that much debt. It just feels like that at 24. Don't worry about the repossession. Tell somebody else. You say, hey man, this dude on YouTube, he said, let my car repossess. And they're going to say, man, you know what that's going to do to your credit? Oh my God, you're going to have a repossession on your credit. It's going to ding your credit. Hey, that's the normal. I'm going to tell you something right now, headband. That's the normal response. I get it. Whatever. That's the normal response. But it's better than paying for the next 75 months on a $16,000 car that's not even worth the payments that you're paying. They're not even including the insurance. The insurance for a 24-year-old on its, oh, hell no. Mm-mm. No, sir. No, sir. Let it go. You made a mistake. You're 24. You'll get over it. You got time. 10 years, that's going to be off your credit. Not even 10 years, 7 years. It's going to be off your credit, whatever. Once I get you financially free, headband, you're not even really going to care about your credit as long as it's not bad. You're not even going to have anything on it because you're going to be buying cash for half price for everything you're going to be on. Anything you want, you're going to buy a half price from people in debt. Naima, are you still in here? I'm not sure if she's still in here. SavingsMinusDebt, Tom Petty, SavingsMinusDebt@gmail.com. Okay, SavingsMinusDebt. Let me throw this up here real quick so I can just copy and paste this right here. 1 second. Okay. Right there, Tom Petty. Email me. Set up that free 30-minute consultation. Thank you, Nicer. I appreciate that. I'm trying to turn it into double platinum. Oh, LT, I sold everything. Hey, check it out. LT, this is what I did. People thought I was smoking crack. I got out of my fancy high-rise apartment, sold my Lexus, sold all my furniture, sold damn near all my stuff in my fancy apartment that I didn't own. And then guess where I moved? I moved with my sister in a room in her house. That's what I did. People thought I was smoking. I'm on drugs. I must be broke, this and that. I didn't care what anybody in the debt matrix thought. I knew exactly what I was doing. I went hardcore, LT. I went hardcore. I got out of debt in 2 years. 2 years. Black America TV. I paid off my car last month. Thank God, no more car payments. And we'll think about, yeah, exactly. That's what you do. Hey, get out of car payments are the man. That is just the worst. That's the biggest mistake. And let me tell you guys something. I financed several throughout my life, not even realizing I was financing them because I had no choice. I had no money. I still wanted to look like I had money, even though I didn't have any money. And the best way I could do that was keep financing nice cars so people could see me and think I had money. It's the stupidest nonsense ever. But I was in the debt matrix. I was only fooling people in the debt matrix. People like ATL, they could see me from a mile away that I was in debt. They could see me a mile away. Let's just say it like this, Mr. Union. Hundreds of thousands. I put it this way: a little under of a couple of hundred. Okay, let's put it that way. A little under a couple 100,000. Let's just say it like that. Reach out to me, Tom Petty. Sooner the better. Headband. It was a 2019 Camry too. But the car you have? Is that what you're saying? Headband? Funny thing is, my dad's a doctor and thought he was looking out for me, and it seemed like a good idea. I sat in that dealership knowing something. Hey, check it out. Headband. I'm gonna give you another piece of advice. Check it out. That you probably never realized. Guess what? Only people in the debt matrix sit in a car lot and wait 8 hours to buy one car. They only do that to people who finance cars. Headband. Now, if you walked in cash for that Camry or whatever car, right? Would have you waited all day for them to pull the? Say like you walked in and said, "Hey, car salesman, here's the cash for that car. I want to buy it." What if he grabbed your money and said, "Hey, have a seat. It's going to take me 8 hours to bring that car up front so you can drive it away." Have you done it? They only do that to people who finance cars. The banks know they have a person. If the bank knows if a person will wait in a car lot for 8 hours to buy one car, they have them. I would never do that ever. I mean, I've done it. I'm not talking bad about you if you've done it, because I've done it. But I think about it now outside the debt matrix. There is no way in hell I'd wait in a car lot all day. People actually prepare themselves to be at a car lot all day to buy one car. That is insane. That's insanity. That's financial suicide. Gabrielle, I'm not even saying buy cheap cars. Once you're financially free, you can buy any car you want that you can afford for half the price from somebody in debt in the debt matrix. I'm not saying buy a cheap car when you're getting out of debt. Yeah, just buy something cheap that's going to last you while you get out of debt. But once you're financially free, you can buy any car you want. You're not paying full price for any car anymore because you're buying it from somebody in credit trouble. So if the car you want costs $20,000, Gabrielle, you come to them with 10, 15, whatever. You don't have to pay full price because they're selling for a reason. If 85% of Americans are in debt, you have an 85% chance that you're going to get that car for 50%. You see what I'm saying? See how I did that? You see how quickly I did that? Loss of job, divorce, loss of income. You don't care what the reason is. Those are feelings. You're selling it for 20? Yeah, I got 10 right here. Do you want it? I got 15. Do you want it? It's right here. It's right here. We can skip all the banks in the process and all. We can take care of this right now. Do you want this money? And they're going to take it, Gabrielle. I promise you. Tom Petty, I'm working a double today, so for sure I'll be. Hey, man, see, Tom Petty, you see those doubles? Once you're financially free, those days are going to stop. Doubles, double shifts, all that nonsense, all that stops. You give that to people who need it. Hey, Tom, you want to work overtime? Hell no, I want to work overtime. Give it to somebody that needs it. I'm just here for my 40 and I'm out. 3 hours, headband. 3 hours to buy one car. They only do that to people who finance cars. The bank has you. The bank understands if you sit there in the car lot for that long, you really want that depreciating object really, really bad. You really believe that's the only one on earth that you're willing to sit there for 3 hours. Hell to the no. I thought Black America, I thought I thought that financing you car was better than buying cash because you help you. Oh yeah. Hey, Black America, that's what, let's put it this way. Without people believing that, I swear to you, when I read finance stuff on Black America, when I read finance stuff on the internet, I could swear to you the bank writes that stuff. I swear to you, the bank writes all of this stuff. The majority of they just rephrase it to make it sound like it's in your favor. They hire some bomb ass writers. I don't know what type of, I don't know if these writers have a name, but they know how to rewrite something that doesn't make financial sense, make it make sense to the people in the debt matrix. Like, let me give you an example, Black America. I know most of you have seen this because this commercial runs like 50,000 times a day, right? There's that black lady. She's speaking real fast. Hey, you want to drive time? Yeah, you want to drive? You have no money? Right? Save that money. Most of us, right? You guys seen that commercial, right? When you're financially free, all the things she's saying makes absolutely no sense to me. None of it. None of it makes no sense. What do you mean save money? I'm spending money. What do you mean average down payment is $1,000? Says who? If I don't have $1,000, what do you mean I'm saving $1,000? It doesn't make any sense. But to people in the debt matrix, it makes total sense. See what I'm saying? It doesn't make it. The girl goes, hey, I'm looking for a car. Then the girl goes, well, I don't hardly have any money to put down. Oh, you could save that money. But she just said she didn't have any money. How are you going to save her money if she doesn't have any money? She's going to save money by buying a car with you? That doesn't even make any financial sense. See what I'm saying? But when you're in a debt matrix, it sounds good, but it doesn't make sense. CENTS. Car dealerships make more money when you finance. Of course, they don't want people walking on a lot paying cash, because if I walked on a lot, check it out, our car. If I decided to buy a brand new car and I walked on a lot and I saw the price, I say, hey, I want that car, $30,000 cash, including taxes. This is all I'm going to spend. I want that car, 30 cash, period. 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to sell it to me because I'm a rare person. They're going to make some kind of money. I'm a person walking on a lot paying cash is very rare. So they're going to take something. Hey, I might as well get this, because they know I'm going to, if they don't do it, I'm just going to go down to the next lot and they're probably going to do it, period. Gabrielle, oh, I get that's how you beat the system without being exactly. You don't have to, Gabrielle, you don't have to be rich. You just have to put your finances in the black. That's it. And Gabrielle, the definition of rich means many different things to many different people. Some people think the person down the street with the bigger house and the boat and a couple other toys in front, they got to be rich. Or the couple down the street, there's one's a doctor, one's a lawyer, they're rich. You don't know anything unless you can see their finances. You have no idea of their financial situation. Nothing, people's stuff will no longer fool you, or you will no longer be impressed by somebody's stuff. It just doesn't work like that. Nicer, if you're going to buy a used car, have a friend with you who's a mechanic and have them look at it and tell you exactly what the condition. Yeah, that's true too. That's true. I think there's starting to be a lot of mobile mechanics that you can call, right? That you can have somebody meet you at the car lot or say, hey, I'm going to check out this car on this day, because it's really difficult to say. I know they say have a mechanic check it out. So that means you got to go to the car lot. The car lot person's got to trust you to take this car to a different mechanic. I just see that being a real hassle. You know what I'm saying? And I think these mobile mechanics, you can say, hey, I'll pay you, because they'll be worth every penny, especially a good one, to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to look at this car. Can you meet me there? And can you check out? I want you to check out this car. Because right now, and I don't know if they're out there, it just makes sense. If you are a mechanic and you start up a van or a mobile mechanic place and you just be on call to be able to check out cars when people go look at them, and they'll pay you to come look at it, that's got to be a booming business right there. Because that way the car lot person don't have to let their car be taken off. The mechanic can just drive up there, pull out his tools or whatever he uses to diagnose a car, and that's it. You paid a guy $100 to diagnose a car on the spot. That's what I'm saying. Because a good mechanic knows exactly what to. I'm not a mechanic, but I'm sure these mechanics know exactly what to look for in cars. Look under the engine, check compression or whatever they check, right? And let you know if it's good or bad. Period. Might even drive the car with you and say, okay, let me listen to it shift. All right, whatever, right? And it's that simple. Hey, Gabrielle, it's really this simple. Don't make it complicated. Check it out. Calling becoming rich a secret is the secret. Calling it a secret makes people believe it's a secret, even though it's not a secret. But if they believe it's a secret, they believe it's a secret. Whoever designed this system was brilliant. They made it so simple, and then they called it a secret, though it's not a secret, but made people believe it's a secret. See what I'm saying? Hit that like button, you guys. Hit that like. Email me, free 30-minute consultation. Let me know if he hear. Hey, Gabrielle, let me know if he hears you. He might not hear you. He might say something like, "Oh, this is just that's too simple. It's not that simple." Yes, it is. It's grade school math. Nicer. That's what I did. I test drove it, looked under the hood, and I just gave him 100 at the time. Okay, I kept the car 2 years, no trouble. Exactly. That's all you got to do. Go ahead and spend the extra money. Most people are like, for example, most people are in debt and they so focused in on getting that car, they don't even negotiate the price. This is how car dealerships really know if you're in debt, right? If you walk on the car lot and don't even negotiate the price, you see the sticker price on the window, you say, okay, let's go in and let's talk about financing. You don't even negotiate the price of the car. They know you're in debt because people that manage money well, they're not paying the sticker price. They're going to say, hey, I know you got the sticker price. They're going to do some negotiation, right? They're going to do some negotiation, period. But if you walk on the line and say, okay, cool, that's the price. Yeah. Okay, let's go and finance. And they got you. They already got you. Any other questions? We're going on 2 hours here. Thank you, everybody, for the donations. I see you guys reaching out for the financial consultations. Please, I want you guys to understand, I am the type of financial consultant that helps you create the base for your financial life. I am the person you see before going to see the professional. So, for example, say like you become debt-free and you want to look into investing. I encourage you to go see a professional because I don't know how to invest in the stock market. I know nothing about that. I know nothing about real estate. I know nothing about that. But I create the base for how for you to pick the right professional in that field. So if you want to go see a retirement planning consultant person, right? You're financially free. You go to see the financial person before you finance. I need to see your personal credit report before we do business. Because if they have collections, student loans that are older than their children, they're in tax trouble, they don't know about finances, so I wouldn't trust them with my money. If they don't even know their own money, they've already broken the number one rule. You must invest in yourself first before investing outside yourself. So that person has not invested in themselves first. So if they haven't treated their own money like that, you think they're going to treat your money any better? They're not. Whether they know this or not is 100% irrelevant. Okay, it's just math. Thank you, Nicer. I appreciate it. Free 30-minute consultation. Okay? That 30 minutes is yours. So have your questions ready. You can send me a brief overview of your financial situation. That would help a lot in the email when you send a date and time. And by the way, I'm East Coast time, okay? East Coast time. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. It's 2 hours. I thank you all for participating. Much appreciated. I am starving. I'm ready to go eat. Thank you, everybody. Gabrielle, okay, wait, let me answer. Gabrielle, so if someone work in a minimum wage job and he or she is financially free, is better than a person who makes $100,000 a year? Yes. Yes, because Gabrielle, if a person's making, say like the person making minimum wage makes $30,000 to $35,000 a year and no debt, and the person making $100,000 a year is in $200,000 worth of debt, they're in debt. They have to work. They have to work overtime. They have to hurry back from vacation. They have to, because they got to get back to work. The person that's financially free is probably working a job because they're choosing to work there because they have no debt. When you have no debt, Gabrielle, you can work when you feel like working. See what I'm saying? You're working, you're choosing the job you want to work at. A person that makes $100,000 with $200,000 worth of debt, they're working at some place they have to work at because they can't accept anything lower because they got debt to pay. See what I'm saying? But if you have no debt making minimum wage, you're just working at the minimum wage place because you're choosing to work there. Black Knight started saving for retirement when I was 26 years old. I was able to fully retire at 50 with no money. That's what I'm talking about, Black Knight. That's what I'm talking about. At 52, man, right now people think, youngsters think 50 is old, 50 is not old. I'm 50. Okay, I'm 50. Go check out my Instagram, Savings Minus Debt. I take care of my body, health, everything, and my money. Go look the way I look. Go see the way I look. Go see the way I look. Take care of my body. And that's 50. Okay, 50 can be and look the way you want it to look. 50 can be what you want it to be. Okay. Any other questions before I get off here? Any other final questions? Any other final questions? I'll be more happy to ask. But another wonderful, wonderful, wonderful session. I love these interactions. Like I said, SavingsMinusDebt@gmail.com for your free 30-minute consultation. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hit those likes. Phone's about to die. I like hearing that. I like hearing that, Nice. I think your phone died last time, man. I'm just running out your battery, ain't I, Nice? Don't forget to hit that like button. Get those likes up. Please subscribe if you're new. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, please. And hit that reminder button so you know when I come online, okay? I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. I'm looking, Solo TV, if you're out there, 84, I'm looking for another interview. O'Shea Duke Jackson, I'm looking for another financial interview, all right? For those of you guys that follow them, hey, kind of give them some hints. Hey, we want LJ back. We want Linnell back on here. Thank you, Mr. Napalm. Appreciate it. Gabrielle, thank you. Hey, Gabrielle, I understand that this is debt-free is a whole different language. It's not going to be, it'll take some time, but people are slowly catching on. Hey, thank you, Mr. Napalm. I appreciate that. Yep, came here. Hey, nicer. Anybody else from Solo TV? Hey, put the bug in his ear. Tell him you want me back on, please. Leroy, gonna send. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Leroy. Rideshare. Man, you know what, Rideshare? Let me tell you something, Rideshare. People are asking me more and more about a book. I have to write a book, okay? I listen to what the people are saying, so I'm gonna get with somebody that knows how to write a book, okay? Because I don't know how to put this knowledge on paper. I'm new to this. I'm new to that part of it, Rideshare. I'm gonna get this book out. I got to just get started, and I'm going to get started. Okay. This is what I've been doing, Rideshare. I've been so fully concentrated on my, my channel. Cause I've learned this. Nobody's going to buy my book unless they know who I am and trust me. You see what I'm saying? When you're in the working world and you think about business, you're thinking about, oh, I got to make money. I got to make money. No, the first step is getting people to trust you. So first I have to build people's trust. And so far I'm doing that, right? Once they trust me, now when I put out a book, they'll be like, oh, I already know that dude. I'm getting his book, right? There's no hesitation, right? It's like an awesome singer. You know, a singer that's really good. They come out with an album. You probably don't even want to hear it. You're just like, oh, I'm buying that, right? Same thing. So now I'm building the people's trust, right? Thank you, Gabrielle. Fresh Prince CEO, I see you. So now that I'm building people's trust, then I can do it. You sound like you have a story, and I love the fitness and finance. I think your story, a financial planner program. You know what? And I do have a story, because I did start out with it was called Food Ain't My Daddy, right? Now, if you go to facebook.com, Food Ain't My Daddy, you guys can see all my videos. I got a ton of workout videos in there, but the reason why I left Food Ain't My Daddy is because that industry is so saturated with just so much stuff, food, this and that. And once I got on the debt side, math is undeniable, right? I can prove everything I'm saying with math. There's no guesswork. I'm not tricking you. I'm just showing you guys math. You can use your own calculator. You can see that I'm telling you the truth, and I simplify it. So Gabrielle, damn, imagine if just 10 million people were financially free, America would be so. Hey, you know what? But Gabrielle, we need people in the debt matrix. It's not rigged. So the system is not rigged. It's not rigged at all. Gabrielle, it's a choice. Okay. It's not rigged. Whoever designed this system, Gabrielle, they did it good because it's a choice. You choose to believe your math or you don't. See what I said? You can choose to believe your own math or you just choose not to. It's really that simple. Nothing's rigged. Nothing's tricking anybody. It's just simple grade school math, period. Gabrielle, that's part of the trick to keep. Check this out, Gabrielle. That's part of the trick to keep people in the debt matrix. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. These are the things they say in the debt matrix. Banks are evil. Rich people are bad. The system is rigged. Taxes are keeping us down. They're taking all our money. Credit is everything. You're nobody without credit. If you have a high credit score, if you have a high credit score, that must mean you have money. If you have a low credit score, you're broke. Those are all sayings in the debt matrix. Okay, that's what they want you to believe. Whoever designed this system, Gabrielle, is brilliant. They took grade school math, made it seem like it was complicated, called it a secret. Now they made everybody in the debt matrix believe it's a secret. But what they don't realize, but calling it a secret made it. I'm trying to say it slow because it doesn't make any sense to me now. So I'm just trying to word it the right way. Calling it a secret made people in debt matrix believe it a secret, but calling it a secret was the main trick to make them think it's a secret when it's not a secret. See what I'm saying? So it's really not a secret. It's just the math they taught us in grade school. Okay. So everybody in the debt matrix is keeping themselves there. Learn the system. It works in your exactly. Fresh Prince CEO. Exactly. All you got to do is learn it. You'll see, Gabrielle. You'll see taxes can help you build wealth. Taxes can help you become rich. Now, you tell somebody that in a debt matrix, they'll think you're nuts, but it's true. Taxes can help you build wealth. Nicer. Oh yeah, the Occupy Wall Street people, occupy your mind. That's what you should do. You know what? Now, like when you got the basic knowledge and you take the base, what I teach you, and say like the stocks is the place you want to go, the investment, Wall Street, you will kill it in the game because you will be able to easily weed out the fakers in that field right now. You'll be able to weed them out. You'll know who's faking, who's telling the truth. It's so easy. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. Some of these financial people I see on YouTube, man, I got to click them off because they're just shooting so much garbage. They're speaking from a debt perspective, but the people in debt don't know they're speaking from a debt perspective. I guarantee you half the people that call themselves financial analysts, financial gurus, I guarantee you their credit report will tell a different story. Their personal credit report will tell a very different story. I promise you. Any other questions before I leave? Any other questions? Any other questions? Please don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit, please. Free 30-minute consultation right there. SavingsMinusDebt@gmail.com. Okay. Send a date, time, and your phone number. I'll put you on the schedule. Send a brief overview of your financial situation. So when we get on that 30-minute conversation, we can get straight into it. And remember, that 30 minutes is yours. Okay, you must send me a time. Try not to send me a range of, hey, I'll be available from 1 to 6 on this. I need you to send me a time. You got to send me a time. Okay, I don't want to call and then you're not available. Send me a time that you're going to be available, and that 30 minutes is yours. If you send me a range, I'm just gonna send you an email back saying I need a time. Okay. Thank you everybody for participating today. And what is today? Friday. I most definitely will be on Sunday for my normal Q&A questions. So if you come on Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern time, have all your questions ready because I'm there that day to answer any and all personal finance questions. Any and all personal finance questions. I'm not sure if I'm going to come on tomorrow. I'm not sure, but if it hits me, I will. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Black Knight. I appreciate it. Nicer, Fresh Prince CEO, Gabrielle, Tom, Rideshare, Leroy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it all. Thank you for all your participation. Please share with all your friends that will listen to me. I'm trying I'm trying to get larger for people to get this information, man. I really am. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're going to charge it up next time nicer. Okay, cool. Please share, Gabrielle, share. Hey, very good questions, Gabrielle. Thank you. Okay. I want to make sure everybody that come to my channel, no question is a dumb question. Nobody here is going to make you feel dumb for asking anything or feeling dumb for making mistakes financially in the past. That's not here. Not here. Okay. Lemon, Snuggles. Snuggles, you late, man. I'm getting off. 2 hours, 10 minutes. My voice is going. Got it. Hey, Snuggles, you got to hit that alert button. You got to get that alert, man. Got to get that alert. Thank you, everyone, for coming on. You got to catch that rebroadcast, Snuggles. Thank you, everybody. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. All right. You're welcome, Tom. Thank you for Inside Day. I'm going to get all my financial information ready for you. Just nothing. You don't have to go too deep. Just kind of give me your financial overview, Tom. And then once I hear you, I'll know which package to offer you. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful Friday. All right. See you later.